Hi, Amber, can you hear us?
She said she can, but she's muted.
You are muted.
Well, I apologize, my space bar didn't seem to work. Yes, I
Oh,
can. hear
that's
you
okay.
fine, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. We'll get started here in just a second. Yeah.
Guess this won't be a lot. Cold outside and everyone's get outside.
Nobody wants to go to these. It's actually warming up.
I didn't leave all weekend.
I came from 80-degree weather, 85-degree weather. Even not warm from there.
All right, it is 5:30. We'll call this December 15th. Board of Works meeting to order. Please rise and join me for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Further Friday, please call roll.
Yes, Mary Yates.
Here.
This one's Kingery.
Present.
Fran Mitchell.
Present.
Very good. I've got to change that. The December 1st Board of Works meeting minutes have been submitted for review. It's our first. Let's get a motion on the floor. Is there a motion to approve? So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion, a second. Is there any discussion, subtractions, additions to the submitted December 1st Board of Works meeting minutes? No. All right, hearing none, all in favor of approving the December 1st meeting minutes, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion carries. Next item of business is gonna be the claims for December 1st totaling $529,146 and 41 cents. Is there a motion to approve? So moved.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on the floor. I will open it for discussion or questions.
So I'm gonna tell you, the original docket had an appropriation number that needed to be changed, and so there's a revision. The amount didn't change, just an appropriation number, so I have the original and the revised.
Yeah. Any questions, discussion regarding claims submitted for December 15th? Well, Brianna?
I'm good.
All right, and then all in favor of approving the claims submitted for December 15th, totaling $529,146 and 41 cents, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye, motion carries. Next item of business is gonna be the supplement to the community crossings assistance from Butler, Fairman, Seifert. I have Dave Buck here. First, Dave, we'll let him talk first before we get a motion on the floor, and then we'll discuss afterwards. But Dave, if you would give us a quick overview of what this task order provides.
Sure, this is actually a supplement to the task order for the 2026 CCMG assistance that was approved earlier this fall, I guess. NDOT's call for applications was for the month of October. December 1st, the city received notification that you were awarded CCMG funding for next year. And so this task order supplement would add design services, bidding services, and construction inspection to the scope of services for us to provide to the city. We have a very limited topographic survey that we're going to be able to pick up with the snow. We've actually already been on site getting what we can. Roadway design, limited sanitary sewer, water, and storm sewers are going to be involved in the scope of this project. Is really just adjusting things to grade and making things, if they're broken, repaired in terms of the structures with the utilities. Other utility coordination for gas, electric things that we hope to not have to move. We just want to verify where they're at and design around them if we have to. And then contract documents, bidding assistance, you go through the bidding process. I do have kind of a draft schedule. It's shown in our supplemental task order, but I've got a little bit more detailed schedule that I can provide you in a second here. Then assistance during construction and construction inspection, we kept basically the same recommended budget as last year's project on Market Street, and a little block at Adams Street, for the construction inspection. And I will point out that that is hourly, so that's a budget. We did underrun on the Market Street project, so hopefully this is a safe estimate for construction inspection. There are 5 street segments in this instead of just 2 like last year, so there will be a little bit of hopping around and things that might take a little bit more time in the field. So wanted to keep that basically the same, or recommend to keep it the same. The design services in total on page 5 add up to 68,600. And then again, that recommended budget for inspection services on an hourly not to exceed basis is 68,500. And the schedule, the answer.
We had some left over, correct? So we can, yeah, encumber,
I believe so.
cover a portion of this. That's the word I got from Superintendent Lyons, so.
Yeah.
Good news.
That'll be on the last council meeting docket, right? The encumber.
Correct.
Encumbrance.
Okay. With your approval tonight, we will really gear up on providing the rest of the design services, so that we can hit a January publication date. We will be back at your next meeting, in January, to approve the advertisement to go into the paper. It would run on the 7th and 14th. I'm sorry, it would go in on the 7th and run on the 14th and 21st in the Carroll County Comet. Bid opening will be at your first February meeting. We would come with an approval at your second February meeting to sign contracts and then get the paperwork submitted to NDOT to request the funds from NDOT. The deadline for that is March 1st. They reduced it to 3 months. So
We did, I had some correspondence with NDOT regarding all the behind the scenes checklist of things that we had to do to get that process going. So first, let's get a motion on the floor for discussion purposes. Is there a motion to approve the supplement to the previously approved 2026 Community Crossing Assistance Task Order?
So moved.
Second. All right, I'll open up for any discussion or questions for Dave.
Explained it well to me.
It's same thing that we've done in years past, and I did announce to the public that we did receive the funds. I just haven't put out yet what roads until we get to that kind of that final landmark of when to put that out.
so
So
that'll be soon. With the advertisement, that'll be, plans will be available on the 14th to the public and to contractors interested in bidding. One other thing I'll point out too, on your second meeting in March is when we would target to issue a notice to proceed, and it might be a little later depending on how fast NDOT provides the funds. I would recommend holding off on an actual notice to proceed to a contractor until you have all the funds to fund the construction.
which the items I sent you today, they're moving pretty quickly on that. Last year I didn't get that till around, I believe it was January. So they're stepping it up on their end as well. So
And there's fewer communities that.
correct, yeah, a little bit less paperwork on their end.
A little bit.
Communities not being awarded funds, but. Okay, any questions or further questions for Dave Buck with Butler Franklin? All right, again, we will have some funds to encumber from this year's project that will help supplement this cost. So that's good news, and Aaron does a great job with overseeing that. So
Do we have an idea yet on that? How much did he give you a ballpark?
I think he just told me that he's gonna have funds, so
Okay.
I know.
When
We're
he submits.
working on when he submits the encumbrance and transfers on them, so.
Okay.
Okay. Here, no further questions or discussion. All in favor of approving the task order for the 2026 Community Crossings Assistant supplement to the previously approved Board of Works task order, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I am an aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Next item of business is for the board to set a year-end meeting date to wrap up 2025's year-end matters. We usually do this on the last day because there's gonna be obviously items that roll in. So I don't know if you guys have an availability for, we don't work New Year's Eve now. So the 30th, we have a special year-end council meeting. I'll let it be the board's discretion on what date, but we do have a already scheduled council year-end meeting. So I know you said you weren't available on the 29th. So would you be available
On the 30th, do we need to have the board meeting before the council meeting? Is this something we need to have the board meeting before?
I don't think it really matters
doesn't
which
really.
direction you go,
All right.
because the
And we
council
don't have-
voted to have, like you had talked about, starting it at 5, a little bit
Yes.
earlier.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And-
you could do it after if you, I mean,
Or we can do it before, years
right
past,
before,
we've
it only
done it.
takes,
It takes about 5 minutes, so we can do it down, it's a year-end finalization. Of course, you guys will have everything in front of you before that to review, so it's never been a very long meeting, it's just to approve the year-end thing. So I'll let you guys, I'll be here, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys work out your availability.
I'm good. I'm on winter break for Purdue at
Okay,
that time, so.
Do you wanna do it like at 4:30?
I'm
I
good
didn't
then.
mean just right before the council meeting, be done with
okay,
it.
so 4:30.
Yeah, I wanna keep the traditional of the Board of Works Support Council.
For me?
okay. Well. That works for you, Julie?
Mhm.
Okay. Amber, is that something we need to vote on, or is it consensus? Please.
I think you should be able to do consensus.
Okay. That's what I thought, but. Okay, we did have one item pop up today that was added to the docket. It's a excavation permit from NIPSCO Gas. First, let's get a motion on the floor. Is there a motion to approve the submitted excavation permit from NIPSCO? Says West Franklin Street between South Illinois and North Hamilton Street. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
All right, I'll open up for discussion. I sent you the engineering drawings. We're just 2 soil borings, and I do know that speaking with NIPSCO representatives, they're planning for several communities to include Delphi is to upgrade infrastructure. As you guys know, we have quite a few fire department calls to where our line is hit, so they're working on their end to upgrade things, and we certainly appreciate that. So I think this is kind of the kickoff to that, would be my guess, and we just received this today, so I wanted to get this on the board as quick as possible. So is there a motion to approve the submitted excavation permit for bore samples from NIPSCO on West Franklin Street between South Illinois and North Hamilton?
You already got a motion.
I wanted to do 2 today, just make sure everybody understands.
So quick question for you.
Yeah.
You said West Franklin between Illinois and,
South Illinois and North Hamilton.
okay.
I have did you get this?
Nope.
I put a copy on.
Well, maybe you did. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
All
been a
right,
day.
any questions on this excavation permit proposal? We did reach out to the superintendents and there was no concerns with them.
Are they going under the tracks?
They did, no, they're just they're bore samples. So
Okay.
they're not boring, they're actually just doing,
A vertical.
they're
sample?
called core samples.
Okay.
You have 2 soil borings, which means they throw down however many feet, but they, being a utility, obviously know the rules and regulations with staying away from the railroad. So. All right, further question? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of approving the excavation permit for NIPSCO, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
And I am an aye, motion carries. That is all of our business matters for tonight. I just have one quick thing, or a couple things, I guess. The city was awarded, got the check back there, community crossing grant funds. We had a ceremony last Monday, had the governor here and several communities. Our engineering representatives are here, so we appreciate that. It was a honor to be able to host it. It went really well. And excited to kick off another community crossings award, because there was a lot of communities that did not get funds this year. So that speaks to the work that we put into it. So other than that, thank you to Delphi Main Street for another busy weekend uptown. I had a neat event Saturday, right, or last Thursday, shopping for our local businesses, and they're busy out there trying to get the holiday spirit. And from what I've heard, it was a neat night. I was not in town, but thank you to everyone that puts those events on. They're picking up steam, right, Julia?
You sure are.
The atmosphere is there, the businesses are being involved, and I've heard nothing but good. So thank you for that. But any questions or comments from the board?
I want to say thanks to the street department for doing the snow removal. Quick reminder to the community members, if you live on a snow emergency route street, please move your cars after a 2-inch snowfall so you don't get towed. I know some folks are unhappy with PD towing cars. However, there were efforts made to contact via phone and stopping at the houses for most
Knocking on
people.
doors, yeah.
So just
For about 35 minutes, they tried.
yeah, I was working, you
Yeah.
know. So again, please be mindful that if we do receive over 2 inches of snow, move your cars off the emergency routes, please. So we get that taken care of. You can put them right back after they're done, but again, please move so you don't get a tow bill. Really, happy with the way Delphi Main Street's going. I like seeing all the stuff down now, so it's really nice. And I still love that tree. So that's a highlight.
To touch on the snow removal routes, the reason for that is in the event that we get back-to-back storms, which, you know, Indiana's never predictable. We don't know what we're gonna get. So we try to get as much snow as we can out of the area, so it's not piling up and causing sight distance issues at intersections and preparing for the next storm per se. So that's the reason why those snow routes or this ordinances have been in place. They've been in place for a long time, and yes, we don't like to have to do what we did Saturday, but at the end of the day, we have to have room to work and get the snow removed. So yes, please remove your cars. You can put them right back after the city has went through and cleaned it up, but it's Indiana weather. We never know what we're gonna get. Brittany, anything?
No, I think you guys covered it.
Clerk Director Price? Public comment? Legal team, Amber?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Hearing none, there's just one last motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right. I have a motion, a second, all in favor of adjourning, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. This meeting is adjourned at 5:46. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Amber. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Amber.
Thank you, you guys as well. Stay warm and safe.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Thank you.